Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder once again with another Reddit story for you. This one from the AITA subreddit is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Choosing to Not Buy My Wife a New Car? All right, I, 34 male, have been married to my wife, 32 female, for 5 years. She's a stay-at-home mom, and I'm the primary breadwinner. We have 3 kids, 2 teenagers, and 1 toddler. We currently only have 1 car, which I use for my daily commute to work. My wife doesn't have a car of her own. Recently, my wife has been asking to buy a new car. She says she's so bored in the house and it's unbearable waiting for me so she can use it. She argues that having a new car would be really beneficial for her, especially since she's often at home with the kids and needs to run errands or attend appointments. However, I don't think a new car is necessary. We take road trips every month or so, which gives her some time out of the house and family time. Hold up. You take 1 road trip a month and you're like, that gets her out of the house. It gets her some time, gets her some fresh air. She can hang her head out the window, along the way. And sometimes I let her sit in the back of the bed of the truck, and I let her take the car out when I am home and can manage our kids. I can always accommodate if she needs to take our kids for an appointment or an outing. Plus, she can always take the bus, or you could take the bus to work, right? Plus, she's usually busy with the kids. I've told her that I don't believe it's worth spending the money on a new car right now, and that we should focus on other financial priorities. Instead of spending money on a new car right now, we can wait and invest to save up for the things that are worth more. She says I'm being stingy when we can afford it, which is true, and is why I've been looking to buy a new car in a year or two. Buying another car right now means I cannot get a new one in a year or two, which I think is much more better, as the new one that I'm planning on buying will have more space for the kids. I see no point in maintaining 2 smaller cars when we can have 1 big one that'll accommodate all of our needs. My wife is frustrated and feels that I'm not considering her needs. She's upset that I'm dismissing her request and feels that I'm being controlling by not allowing her to have a say in such a significant purchase. I think these are very heavy accusations. She's chosen to be a stay-at-home mom, and I, because of that, have become the primary breadwinner, which means since I bring in the money, she leaves it to me to manage it. She doesn't understand how to be responsible with it because she never has to deal with our finances, since that's also my job. I'm conflicted because I want to be responsible with our finances, but I also want to support my wife and address her needs. Do you? Do you really, though? Am I the astronaut for refusing to let my stay-at-home wife buy a new car even though we can afford it, and she doesn't currently have one? Edit! I should have made it more clear. She is not stuck in the house the whole day. I work a regular 9 to 5, and the day isn't over by the time I come home, so she is free to take the car and do whatever she likes, such as her hobbies or appointments, etc. She isn't stuck with the kids all day because our teens come home from school at 4, and our toddler, who is 4, is well-behaved and not much of a hassle. So you think, person who's not there from 9 to 5, can you imagine, and I'm shy, I bet a lot of people are in this position, having the cabin fever that happens when you're stuck somewhere. Even just the fact that you're stuck somewhere, like if a car's in the shop or something, and you're in, like I'm stuck at the office. I can't go anywhere that I don't have the freedom to just go when I need to go or want to go. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. Also, OP, like everything that you're saying here is just making you look worse and worse. You're like, I can accommodate for appointments and that kind of thing. Plus, you can always take the bus. If you're just going to work and back, why the hell don't you take the bus? Better yet, why doesn't she drop you off at work and then she can come back and get you? That way she has the freedom to do the things that she needs to do. Plus, you don't have to take a bus because she can take you to work. If you only need 1 car, that 1 car should be with the person who's taking care of your kids, not the person who's just making a short trip to work and then back, right? That makes sense. It makes sense. Not everything with kids can be planned ahead either. Guess what? Today's a beautiful day. I'd really like to go to the park. Oh, we can't because we don't have the car. Your dad took it to just drive to work. Let her take you to work, man. If you don't want to buy another car, let her take you to work. And then you say, well, if I buy her a car now, I won't be able to get the car that I want in a year or two. Like, that's not helping you because you already have one. You just want a better one in a year or two instead of getting her one. Nothing is helping you here, OP. I understand not wanting to have 2, but if you're only going to have 1, she needs to be the one that has control of the one. That's where I'm at. What do you guys think? Yeah, well, he said that he can accommodate appointments and stuff. So we know if he knows ahead of time, he'll arrange his work schedule to figure that out. It is controlling. It even if he's not intending it to be controlling, it is controlling because he's saying you're here taking care of the toddler, who is not a difficult toddler to take care of, at least from 6 to 8 p.m. when I'm home, and the 2 hours that I'm around this kid, it seems fine. She could take him to work, get a used car, anything else. Yeah, there are so many other options here, and he's just shutting them all down. It makes it controlling because the other options that are there, he's shutting down. Yeah, it is financial abuse. I'm gonna go Brozo here. He gets the Brozo award because none of this logic is checking out. Your math ain't mathin', sir. And if you really are stuck with the decision of only keeping one car right now, I think she gets it. And I think she can drop you off. There are so many other options that you're not entertaining now for the selfish reason of wanting to get a nicer car in a year or two, which doesn't help anything. So you care more about yourself than you do your wife or kids. Cool. That's a Brozo thing. And man, is this, yep, I'm going there. Going there, Ascon 1, flying all the way up. It is an Ascon 1 thing because he knows what he's doing. There's no, I just didn't realize kind of Brozo justification for this. He knows what he's doing. He's being controlling, and he's choosing himself. My biggest problem here is that he's choosing himself over his family over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and is justifying it. And is saying, yeah, I want to choose myself again in a year or two, and that's why I'm not going to choose her or the kids right now, because I want to have a nicer choice in a year or two. Ugh. What? This isn't a husband. This isn't a father. This is somebody who provides like housing and food, and that's pretty much it. I didn't say provider because it doesn't provide everything. And he said that she couldn't handle finances and that she chose to be a stay-at-home mom. Yeah, but he's handling the finances on everything too because she's too irresponsible to do it, which is another way of being financially controlling and abusive.